and thanks for joining us. And both of these teams off to a good start, winning their first games in the NBA Cup.
And tonight is a huge one in this group. Remember, the first tiebreaker is head-to-head. So if you can get out to a 2-0 start, plus have the tiebreaker, you're in business.
Now the starting group for the Sacramento Kings. The duo inside, Murray and Sabonis. Schroeder and Levine are the backcourt. And it's DeRozan in at the small forward position. And so it's Minnesota with it, following that last three-pointer by Sacramento. Randall can't hit. And Schroeder has got the ball here for the Kings. It's a three-point game. And it's DeRozan missing. And last season, the most efficient shooting season of Zach LaVine's career.
Yeah, B.A., 2.5% better in his free throw shooting. He would have had a 50, 40, 90 season on his hands, but his scoring is top tier.
That's good from Schroeder on the assist by LaVine.
The all-around game of LaVine, an excellent passer for his position.
Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen on LaVine. Edwards for three. Up again. It's good on the putback.
He'll be around the rim. Defense has always got to know his whereabouts.
Schroeder passes to Sabonis. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's DeRozan. Doesn't go that time. McDaniels with some nice D. Minnesota's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you, guys. Anthony Edwards keeps a tight circle. He said, I've known my whole crew since I was 13, and that's the answer to everything. And the crew includes those voices of wisdom, too. He said, quote, I keep those types of friends around. I'm not the type that always listens, but I'll listen to my elders. EA?
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. And so here's Sacramento. After the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. DeRozan. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
It's Edwards on the wing, covered by Schroeder. McDaniels can't hit. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Pass to Murray. Sabonis against Gobert. Here's Levine. And another miss by Sacramento.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
The three, Conley. And no good. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Kings ahead, leading by a point. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And taking a look at Sacramento's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Randall at power forward with Reed at center. Dillingham out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Shannon in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Now here's Levine. No made baskets yet. Oh, Levine in the paint.
Boy, Levine just glides off the bounce. He is very difficult to stay in front of.
Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, B.A. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
Here's Reed. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, that's what you get when you go for style points with the fadeaway, and look, he paid the price.
Westbrook can't hit. And here's Randall. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Randall. Outside Reed. Puts up a 3. Jones grabs the board. Westbrook outside. Now Levine. Here's Eubanks. Just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer. No good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Down low. Dillingham with the bucket. Dillingham's got his first basket.
Not an ideal start for them. The shots weren't dropping, but they're definitely surging now and could open this lead up even more.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Minnesota will go for a different look here. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Julius Randle. McDaniels comes in for Shannon. Anthony Edwards is checked in for DiVincenzo. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Dillingham. Sacramento also making some changes. Domantas Sabonis, he's checked in for Eubanks. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Jones. And it's Dennis Schroeder in for Zach LaVine. Westbrook with it. No points so far. 46 seconds left to play in the first half. Schroeder can't get it to go.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Edwards can't hit.
Excellent use of his physical gifts. Goes up strong and captures the board.
Westbrook rebounded by the Timberwolves. Next up on the schedule, the Nuggets, a home game. It'll be the second game of 4 straight at home. Edwards, that's good.
And this is how confident Edwards is. Feels like he can sink these shots whenever he wants.
DeRozan passes to Monk. He shoots. Again, the miss by the Kings.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The T-Wolves on top. They lead by 5. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Howdy, folks. I know you've all been clamoring to find out how the Rookie of the Year race is looking, and we are not letting you down.
These young fellas have been hot. Usually, I'd say it's too soon to tell much, but right now, they're balling.
The talent on display is undeniable. The endurance part, though, open question.
And returning our attention to this game, an impressive first half for the Timberwolves.
With how this offense has performed, they should be up even more. Well-balanced attack.
Yeah, it's hard for a defense to take things away when you do a bunch of things well.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. We're seeing more and more teams playing 5 out now, RJ, with big men who can shoot from 3. Is that where the game's headed?
Those players are still hard to find, but I think more 7-footers will look to develop their long-distance shooting. It's becoming the new norm.
Taking a look at the Kings, DeRozan and Murray in at the forward positions. Schroeder and Levine are the backcourt, and it's Sabonis in at center. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Timberwolves coach, Chris Finch, said, "We're a team based on movement, cutting, and fluidity. That burden also falls on Anthony Edwards to move and accommodate his teammates. For his part, Ant said his focus is being what the team needs me to be, a leader by example, and showing them that I'm coachable." Back to you, Brian.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Now here's Edwards. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. You know, people call DeMar DeRozan the modern master of the mid-range.
Well, he's earned that with his mid-range efficiency and scoring. It's an area a lot of offenses overlook now, but DeMar, oh, he is the exception to the rule.
That one goes in. Levine's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Look, Levine could always score, but it's clear to see that his shooting touch has increased.
Ooh! Alley-oop finish with authority by Gobert.
And maybe one of the best at the alley-oop. Gobert is great at reading the D and getting eye contact with the passer and finish.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You take a look at the Timberwolves. They've started strong this year, holding the second place spot. And checking out the Kings. They have the 9th spot currently.
Well, I think for the Kings, they've had that kind of mixed start that we've come to expect. Nothing that would indicate they're in for any kind of special season.
They do look like they're the same kind of team they were last year. Good, but not special.
And it's DeRozan missing.
And they've just built this lead by attacking the boards.
Outside McDaniels. Outside Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. He's covered by Levine. That one drops for him.
And finding some room in that mid-range area, the great Anthony Edwards.
Outside Levine. Sabonis with a screen on Edwards. Here's Levine for three, and it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. DeRozan against McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Randall, a screen on Levine. Edwards for three. The rebound by Murray.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
And the shot goes down. Levine's got 6.
Inside the paint, Levine's agility is just a difference maker. That's what allows him to get to almost any shot.
Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Gobert with a screen on Schroeder. Pass to Randall. Lets the three fly. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. We'll be right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm Assist of the Game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Gobert with a screen on Schroeder. Conley. He's off from 3. Kings trail by 8. Here's Murray. Oh, Murray! Explosive!
And on the fast break, Murray is a threat. We know he loves cutting through any opposition and getting himself a shot.
Gobert against Sabonis. Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 6. With a teardrop. Edwards with some muscle.
And just working his way inside, keeping Edwards out of the paint is not an easy task.
And Doug Christie has called a timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Doug Christie was going over with his team. He made it very clear they need to work the ball inside, saying, quote, they haven't blocked a shot yet. Bring the ball to them. Make them defend us down low. Let's see how they take that advice. Back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. DeRozan outside. Rebounded by McDaniels. The Timberwolves lead by 8. Conley! It's money from deep.
Well, Conley can be a volume scorer from the arc. The defense can't let him just have those opportunities.
And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Murray. Outside Schroeder. Shot clock at 5. Buries it from outside.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Oh, Edwards bringing the heat.
You got to bring more muscle if you want to stop Edwards from scoring. He's gifted at converting through contact.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
First team foul. 2 shots. DeMar DeRozan.
First free throw is good, and that brings him within single digits.
I like the leadership DeMar DeRozan provides for his team. He's a steady veteran presence out there on that floor. He can motivate his guys even in really tough moments.
DeRozan hits them both.
There's an old school feel to DeMar's game. He'll hit you with a pull-up mid-range J. It makes DeRozan really tough to guard.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Schroeder against Conley. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Randall. McDaniels fires. Gobert. And he slams it down.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? And here's DeRozan. Now Sabonis. Ooh, he leaves no questions. Here's Conley. McDaniels outside. Oh, off target from downtown.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Conley. And so they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for two, Mike Conley.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up this lead.
Timeout called. Sacramento. They trail by 7. All right, guys, what's your take?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
With timeouts, it's use them or lose them. So why not go down fighting?
Levine. Oh, the long ball, no good. So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. And with tonight's win, they're now 2-0 in the NBA Cup.
Yeah, just a fantastic start to the group stage. They're in the driver's seat in this group. A strong finish, and they'll advance.
And that about wraps it up. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.